Hello everyone, welcome to Civils Mentorship. From today onwards, we begin a new journey together with UPSC 360 degree. একটা নতুন ইনিশিয়েটিভ যেখানে আমরা একসাথে কভার করব ইউপিএসসি প্রিপারেশনে দুটো মোস্ট ইম্পর্টেন্ট কম্পোনেন্টস, কারেন্ট অ্যাফেয়ার্স অ্যান্ড আনসার রাইটিং. So in this orientation video, I will be walking you through every important details of this initiative. So make sure you stay with me till the end. So what are the topics that we are going to cover in this video? So here's what we will be covering. First is the purpose of this initiative. কেন এই প্রোগ্রামটা স্টার্ট করছি and how it addresses the key challenges for those aspirants who are doing self-study or who cannot afford coaching. Next is the structure of the program. A clear breakdown of how the sessions will be conducted, the format, frequency and resources you will be receiving. Third is the target audience. এই ইনিশিয়েটিভটা এক্স্যাক্টলি কাদের জন্য? Most important thing, expectations from you. What I expect from you as a participant to make the most of this program. And finally, doubt clearing. So how and when your doubts will be addressed and how you can actively participate in the discussion, those details we will be covering in this part. And finally, our final word on how we will move forward together in this journey with clarity, consistency, and collaboration. So stay with me till the end of the video and let's begin this journey with focus, consistency, and determination. Cholo, tale shuru kora jak. So first of all, what is the purpose behind this particular initiative? The primary aim of this initiative is to provide aspirants, especially those preparing through self-study or unable to afford coaching, with a structured, strategic, and integrated approach to master current affairs and answer writing. এই দুটো কম্পোনেন্ট হলো সবচেয়ে চ্যালেঞ্জিং অ্যান্ড ক্রুশিয়াল ইন আওয়ার ইউপিএসসি প্রিপারেশন, অ্যান্ড দিস ইজ ওয়্যার দিস ইনিশিয়েটিভ ইজ ডিজাইন্ড টু ব্রিজ দ্য গ্যাপ উইথ ক্ল্যারিটি, consistency, and focused guidance. So as I mentioned earlier that this program will comprise of two things. First is the current affairs component and the next is the answer writing component. So let's get into the details of each. First of all, the current affairs component. So what will be the coverage period? The coverage will span from June 2024 to July 2026, aligning with the UPSC 2026 cycle. So what will be the sources for the current affairs? Now the primary sources will be the Hindu and the Indian Express. What will be the supplementary sources? Now supplementary sources is required wherever it is relevant for. Like we will be covering from PIB, Yojana and Kurukshetra magazines, Down to Earth, PRS legislative research, official government reports, economic surveys, budget documents, etc. So what will be the session timing and how it will be delivered? Now YouTube sessions will be held on Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 8 p.m. sharp. So how this particular session will go? Now each session will focus on, first of all, conceptual clarity, but only from the exam perspective. Secondly, interlinking the current issues with the static topics. So each and every session will focus on these two things. First of all, the conceptual clarity from the exam perspective, and secondly, the interlinking of current issues with the static syllabus. So what will be the approach or how we will move forward with this one? So rather than covering the daily headlines in isolation, this initiative adopts a theme-based approach, wherein each session focuses on a broader issue or theme. Now these issues will be mapped directly to the static syllabus of general studies from paper 1 to paper 4. So what will be the coverage of these news, or means from which topics the issues that we will be covering from? Now news relevant to GS paper 1, paper 2, paper 3 and paper 4. Essay and ethics oriented content with suitable examples and case studies. And lastly, the mapping related current affairs, especially useful for geography and international relations. So we will not be stopping it over here. For each issue discussed, practice questions will be provided. যেখানে আমরা প্রিলিমস ওরিয়েন্টেড এমসিকিউস প্র্যাকটিস করব and মেন্স ওরিয়েন্টেড কোয়েশ্চেন্সও আমরা প্র্যাকটিস করব. So the next question that is obvious is that how the notes will be provided to you all. So there will be two types of notes. One will be a detailed notes and the one will be a one-pager notes. Now what are the differences between those two? Now in the detailed notes, the notes will cover the issue, the background of the issue, the core issue, analysis, government initiatives, implications and etc. Whereas the one-pager notes will be a summary for quick revision. Now that is ideal during prelims and mains sprint preparation because you don't have much time for revision. So that is why those one-pager notes will be of very much beneficial to you. Now how will you get these notes? All the notes will be uploaded and regularly updated on the Telegram channel for easy access. The link of the Telegram channel will be on the description of this video. So here is a weekly planner that I will be providing. Now at the beginning of each week, say for example, tomorrow we will be starting and tomorrow is Monday. So Monday, we will be giving, or our weekly topic planner will be shared with you all, outlining the issues that we will be covering for the week. So this will be posted on both the YouTube community tab and on the Telegram channel as well. But what is the purpose of this weekly planner? Now this allows you to pre-read and track their progress with clarity. So you will be getting an idea that, okay, fine. So in this week, we will be covering these issues. So you can prepare accordingly. Now next comes, this was the current affairs component that we had discussed with. So as I mentioned that there will be two components. One is the current affairs component and the next one will be answer writing component. So why this answer writing component? So as we all know that answer writing is the decisive factor in the UPSC mains examination. And many aspirants struggle with it due to lack of proper guidance, feedback, and structured practice. This initiative aims to bridge this gap by offering what? A consistent answer writing regime rooted in previous year UPSC questions. Now, as we all know that practicing previous year questions will be much more beneficial than practicing, let's say, n number of mock tests. So that is why we will be practicing previous year questions only. Now, this answer writing component is designed not only to help you improve your writing speed and structure, but also to train your mind in understanding the demand of the question and developing analytical, balanced, and value-enriched answers. So how will we go with this particular component? So there will be 5 GS mains questions from previous year. So we will be starting from 2013 onwards till 2024. And once the 2025 exam completes, so we will be covering the questions from 2025 paper as well. Now this we will be doing it on every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. And on Saturday, a previous year essay topic will also be shared with you for practice to strengthen your essay writing skills. So as we all know that three things are very much important for our mains preparation. First is essay, ethics, and your optional. So if you can grasp on these particular 3 topics, then you will be much ahead of the other aspirants. So how it will go? The questions will be posted on Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday sharp at 7 AM on the YouTube community tab as well as on the Telegram channel. Now why this is so? So that you will get the entire day to think about that particular topic, or you can prepare your notes for that particular topic. And at the end of the day, a discussion session will be held at 8 PM on that day itself. Let's suppose Tuesday 7 AM, I will be posting 5 questions from GS papers on the YouTube community tab as well as on the Telegram channel. You can go through those questions, you can prepare your notes, or you can prepare yourself for those particular topics if it is not done. Now, sharply at 8 PM on that very day itself, we will be discussing those particular questions. So, ekhaneo amra same approach follow korbo, where at the beginning of each week, our weekly topic planner will be shared outlining the topics to be covered for the week. So over here also, similar to the current affairs approach, we will be sharing the list of questions, or rather the list of topics that we will be covering for that week. So for example, tomorrow is Monday. So I will be sharing the topics that we will be covering for this particular week. So you can prepare those particular topics, and on Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, you can write answers for the same. So hope you understood this one. And over here also same thing. The planner will be posted on both the YouTube community tab as well as on the Telegram channel. Now, as I mentioned that on every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday at 8 PM, the discussion session will come. So what will be the component, or rather what will be the structure of that discussion session? Now, the key focus areas will be, firstly, identifying and addressing the demand of the question. Now, that is very much important. So if you can understand the demand of the question, that's it. Secondly, integrating value-added content such as current examples and real-life illustrations, relevant case studies, Supreme Court judgments or constitutional references wherever applicable, government initiatives or committee recommendations, keywords, flowcharts and maps if needed. So in this way, before prelims 2026 itself, you would have covered all the PYQs, which will be a real boost in your preparation. So these are the 2 components that we will be covering in this particular initiative, the current affairs component and the answer writing component. But now the biggest question comes that If suppose you have any doubts, or rather say that obviously there will be n number of doubts that will be coming onto your mind. So how do we resolve that particular thing? Not to worry. So we have a separate session scheduled for the doubt resolutions. So aspirants preparing for UPSC often face those recurring doubts, not just in understanding the content, but also in strategy, interpretation of questions, and application of concepts. এই ইস্যুগুলোকে অ্যাড্রেস করাটা খুব ইম্পর্টেন্ট। So a dedicated doubt resolution session will be held on every Sunday at 11 a.m. on the Civils Mentorship YouTube channel. So what is the purpose of this particular session? Firstly, address doubts and confusions related to what? The current affairs sessions conducted during the week. So suppose Monday, Wednesday and Friday we are covering the current affairs sessions. So whatever doubts that you are having, you can post it, or those doubts we will be discussing it on Sunday. Same approach goes for the answer writing component as well. So Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday we will be practicing the mains PYQs. So whatever doubts that you are having, we can discuss it on Sunday itself. Not only related to this, but if you have any other general doubts as well, those doubts also we can discuss. But there is one disclaimer. It will not be a one-way doubt clearing exercise. It will be a two-way learning approach. Now, what does this mean? All your doubts and queries submitted during the week will be picked up and explained during the session. Okay? So whatever doubts you had, all will be covered up. But the thing is, I will also share my own learning points, dilemmas, or observations from the week's sessions. But how it will be a two-way approach? So obviously, it's not only your doubts, I will also share my doubts, which will be covering it in that particular session itself. Now, in addition to specific content-related queries, this session will also cater to broader concerns. Now, what are those? Apart from those two components that we will be discussing, okay, this particular session, the session that will be held on Sunday at 11 a.m. will also cater to broader concerns, including strategy formulation from both prelims and mains perspectives, study planning and time management, note making and revision techniques, managing burnout and sustaining motivation. But now the next question comes, that how you are going to submit your doubts. Now you can send in your questions throughout the week via two methods. First is the comment section of the relevant YouTube video. Second is Telegram channel, where a designated thread may be used for weekly doubts. Now all genuine and relevant questions will be compiled and discussed during the Sunday session to ensure no one feels left behind in the journey. So hope you understood that how the doubt resolution sessions we will be going forward with. Now comes the most important thing. So expectations from you. Now, while this initiative is designed to offer structured guidance and support, but ultimately it's your active commitment and sincere participation are what will ultimately determine your success. It's not that anyone can work for you. No one can do that task for you. Only you can do your task. So ultimately it's you who can help you to clear this particular exam. Now, to make the most out of this journey, here's what is expected from you as a serious aspirant. Firstly, consistency. Now, what does this mean? Attend the sessions regularly and practice exercises without skipping. Secondly, discipline in daily effort is the backbone of this particular program. Now, keep up with the weekly planner shared via YouTube community tab and the Telegram channel. Now, next is active participation. Attempt PYQs and essay topics sincerely. For current affairs, actively note down the key issues, reflect on them, and try linking them to static syllabus portions. Participate in discussions, comment your thoughts, and share your perspectives to make it an enriching space for all. Third, the most important thing, doubt sharing. Don't let doubts accumulate. Be proactive in sharing your queries, no matter how basic they may seem. Post doubts either in the YouTube comments section of the relevant video or on the Telegram channel. Now, doubts will be addressed every Sunday at 11 a.m. So stay engaged and help keep the sessions relevant to everyone's needs. Next is collaborative learning. What does this mean? Now, feel free to support and assist fellow aspirants, including me as well, if you know something that might help everyone. Now, learning in a group works best when everyone contributes positively. Let's uplift, not compete. Lastly, feedback-oriented mindset. Now, what does this mean? Be open to constructive criticism, which applies to me as well. Let's reflect on our mistakes and actively work to improve our writing style, presentation, and analysis. Let's build a community of serious, sincere, and supportive aspirants. So hope you understood that what are the expectations that I will be having from you. Now, the final thing, who is this program for? Who are the target audience for this? Now, while the course structure and content align with the demands of UPSC Civil Service Examination 2026, but this initiative will also prove immensely beneficial for aspirants targeting CSE 2027 as a strategic foundation building tool. As you know that if you get more and more time, it will ultimately help you to clear the exams sooner. So whether you are a first-time aspirant, a working professional preparing alongside a job, or someone who has attempted before and it's rebuilding your strategy, this initiative offers the consistency, structure, and support system needed to navigate the complexities of UPSC preparation. So, hope you understood the entire how this particular program will go. Thank you all for taking the time to be part of this orientation session. Let's move forward with consistency, discipline, and mutual encouragement. I look forward to working with each one of you in the days to come. All the very best, and let's begin this journey with full determination. Thank you.